Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about two recent letters that we've been discussing, letter H and the letter W. And for this activity, we are going to look at a picture and try to tell, is it an H word or is it a W word? Once we've decided, we are going to put it in either the H column or W column. All right. What's our first word? Our first word is hot dog. Touch hot dog. All right, is hot dog an H or a W word? It's an H word. Very good, boys and girls. All right. Our next word is horse. Touch horse. Is horse an H word or W word? Very good. It's an H word. So it goes in the H column. Our next word is wheel. Touch wheel. Very good. Is wheel a W word or an H word? Let's say it. What wheel? All right, it goes in the W column. All right, what is our next word? Touch horn. Let's say the word horn. Horn. Let's look. Does it say is it an H or W? It's an H word. Okay. We have weasel. Touch weasel. All right. Do we see a W or an H? Point to W. And it's going in the W column. All right. Our next word is house. Touch house. We live in a house. Okay. Is it going H or W? It goes in the H column. Next we have W for whale. Touch whale. Do we see a W or an H for whale? We see a W. So W goes in that column. And we have one more, boys and girls. We have letter H for hat. So it goes in the H column. Touch hat. That was a fun activity, boys and girls. And we learned a few H and a few W words. All right. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll do another activity. Bye for now. Hello, boys and girls. We are going to be doing a sensory activity today. We are going to be making our own sensory bottle. And this is what a sensory bottle looks like. We are going to be using a different size container. And we'll need an empty jar. Make sure to wash and dry your jar before you use it because we want it nice and clean and we do not want our sensory material to get wet. We're going to also need a measuring cup, and you can see I've already placed some sensory material in the cup. You can use whatever sensory material you like. You can use rice, beans, noodles, cereal, and macaroni. I've chosen cereal and macaroni. We're also going to need some tape. So let's get started. All right. All right, we have our centered jar, and we put our materials in a measuring cup. Make sure to use a larger jar so it will be easier for the material to go into the cup, into the jar. So we're going to pour it in. And some of it will roll over the place, get a little bit messy, but we can always clean up a mess afterwards. Right? And then we're going to put the lid on the jar. Make sure you do not fill it too tight, because if you fill it too tight, then it will not make a sound. Another interesting property, though, of our jar is that even though it looks very filled, there is still space in the jar. And if you shake it up and down, you can see the smaller macaroni is going down to the bottom of the jar, even though that doesn't look like there's any room. Because there is space that we do not see between the materials. All right, next, we're going to take some tape, and we are going to seal our jar. You have a tape. I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut. And you want to use a heavier tape, not just Scotch tape, because that could come off a little bit too easily. Your young one could probably pull it off, so you want to use a heavier tape like duct tape or packing tape or masking tape. Okay, so we're going to wrap our tape around our jar. Pat down, pat, 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 pat. Okay. And we have our center jar, and your child can actually use it as a musical instrument. We can sing if you're singing the Wheels on the Bus, then they can accompany you with their jar. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. So, or they could just use it as a sensory item. Just as a noisemaker. So there are as many things that you can use your sensory jar for. All right, we will be doing another sensory activity tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.